welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers, at the channel we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. That is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives on this channel. We at this channel aid criminals, their financiers, their supporters, enablers, and the likes with a passion, and we do not want them over here. Yes, let us repeat ourselves. We do not want any criminal supporters over here. Please, we do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you, the criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, and all the likes, to go to prison or madness. Let me repeat myself. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we do not want the criminal supporters and their circle over here. We want you to go to prison or madness. Moving on to our video. Alright, so as you look on your thumbnail, you see that this is another update about Mad-Cobra'S case, and you are going to be shocked what you are going to hear in this video, because sometimes, you know, in life we have to be careful who we choose as friends and the kind of people that we have around us as people. Sometimes, you know, your friend can be your worst enemy. But before we continue on the journey, yes, yeah, please, you know, if you haven't subscribed to the Jamaica Young Police channel as yet, yeah, consider subscribing. Yes, consider subscribing. Like the video, yeah, like the video, share it, comment below, and most importantly, join the Patreon squad where you can get exclusive video about things that you can't see on YouTube, because you know YouTube have certain restrictions and some things that we won't allow people to do certain things, you understand. So, you know, as we have give you information about the killing of Rifle, Glendon Trinity Edwards, you know, that was a man who was a part of the British link-up crew, and he was killed in Jamaica in 2002 January out in East Kingston. And you're going to be shocked to know the people who are the people and persons who were involved in his killing. And Willie Allen, yes, Willie Allen, they call him Rat, who was a part of the British link-up crew too, in the earlier stage in the 1990s, and he went to prison for rifle in England. So we want you, our loyal viewers and subscribers, to listen to this man. This man is Mad-Cobra'S. Yeah, Mad-Cobra'S is from my community of Johnson. He was friend with Starkey. Yeah, you know, he looked up to General Starkey, a man who abridge people human rights, because you know I don't support those kind of people, because I don't see them as bad man. I see them as terrorists and parasites, because once you infringe on people's rights, you're not a bad man. Because, you know, not because somebody says something to you and you don't like it, you feel like you must kill them, you're the giver of life. So that's why we celebrate in time, you know, preemptive strike reach them. So I wanted to listen to him, because I hope you, you know, all our viewers and subscribers learn something from this. Because sometimes, you know, if you know that people involved in certain kind of trade, illegal activity, that's why I pick and choose my friends in America, you know, or anywhere I go. And you know, people involved in illegal activity, you know, so once you go around them, you know, the chances of you getting arrested and go to jail and even in prison is high to none. So just listen to this man and you will learn something. You understand? Yeah, don't follow the blue one and say, boy, yeah, him a rear admiral and him a look attention and him a madman. Just listen to him, because he's not an idiot, you know. Mad-Cobra'S is not a fool, you know. But you know that he has been banned from performing in America due to his arrest a few years ago. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. And then after him, we're gonna let you hear what Mad-Cobra'S is saying about his arrest, and then we'll continue the journey.
Cobra. They say them call it Mad-Cobra. But let me tell you something, people. That cocaine is not Mad-Cobra cocaine. At the very time. Once I was in a car in New York City, some guy come pick me up. 1983. Said, man, we're going to Canada. Fucking Jamaican. Say, okay. Drove all the way from Come see me in Manhattan, New York. Shit. Next thing you know, I'm in a fucking car driving. Police pull the guy over. Hurt the fucking car. And 2 bags of weed. Next thing you know, the guy got a fucking gun in it. Oh, it's a puppy. They call the shotgun a puppy. It's a puppy. You know? Yeah. Anyway, it was a promoter. Show got canceled. I was in jail for 3 fucking days. With this motherfucker who ain't got no ID. Said that now. That cocaine and that stuff in the car. The cocaine and stuff in the car is not contact. You know what I'm saying? The owner for the car, we won't find you, motherfucker. I'm gonna take your fucking coke from Cabra. And that Beretta there. Because Cabra drive. You know in Jamaica we like it. They say, come on. I was there once with Peasy and Tony Welch and Terror and who was it? Dubal and Punga and Peasy. They said, Mouse, come on, Mouse. We in New York, come check your Brooklyn. That's right, Peasy in dead now. Well, what a dread. I mean, I tell you, I'm in the fucking house. I see motherfucker there selling some shit. And he comes to the door. And then we hear boom, 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 open the fucking door. I'm right there. I'm my tour bus around the fucking corner. Just come back from food in motherfucking Brooklyn. And I tell you this shit. Are you looking Brooklyn? Yeah, you got 1 more motherfucking minute to go. Yeah. Police break down the fucking house. Looking for drugs and looking for guns and shit. But there were guns and drugs in there, but they can't find it. They find, let's say Mad-Cobra, he come out. Then you're the only snake who don't eat a mouse. Mad-Cobra, Souk my road.
Yeah, so everything that you hear Ecamo is telling you, is telling you, is giving you his experience of, ending up in jail in America, riding with people from Jamaica. But you know that these are people who are involved in criminal activity, drugs dealing in America, and them Jamaicans in the left gun, And because of that, he end up in jail for 3 days. And imagine you been to jail for 3 days because of somebody else. It's because of their doings. You did not, you are not a part of their circle involved in the drug dealing and with their illegal gun, and you been to jail for 3 days, because that's how it is in America. But he did not tell us how the case was disposed of and what happened. So that's why if you visit America or you live in America, you must be careful and choose who you want to be around, because sometimes, trust me, you can't just visit somebody and just by visiting them, you end up in jail or prison. Because it happened to a policeman in there. You call him Kojak. Yeah, Kojak. I think he's maybe a remand center somewhere. He's a sergeant now. His name is Robinson. Yeah, that's the same policeman that he was involved in a shooting with Derek Spratt from Montego Bay. That Ox and Palmer and the others, them dust him out. You understand? Dangerous gunman. So you have to be careful. And Kojak spent close to about 2 years in a jail, and every time he went to court and he was acquitted of a charge, him find another one, because he's a black man, and it was a drug base. You understand? So he doesn't know what happened, with how he wind up in jail, because he was just visiting. But the law doesn't work like that. It's not what you say, what happened right then and there with the police. So I want you to listen to Mad-Cobra, because Mad-Cobra have a message for everyone, and then we get into the meat of the matter and tell you what's going on with it.
People, this when me I say to you, is not a song. It is something that have to do with my life and my previous run run-in with law enforcement. You hear me say? Me no say no found up on the internet. I want to see me mug shot. See? But it's a friend, careful of people. Trust no one. I can't get too deep in the conversation because you know it go. But I can only say to everybody inside yourself, don't trust no.
You know, a good adage, you know, Jamaican adage, they say, a word to the wise is sufficient. So Mad-Cobra'S said it best. So, you know, I hope that you have learned something about Mad-Cobra'S case that you won't hear anywhere else at all, because due to the sensitivity of his case, most people have already come to the conclusion that he was the owner of the drugs and gun. Yes. But, you know, still, due to the gag order on the case, he is not allowed to speak publicly about the matter. And we are going to give you an update on the case itself and why his friends abandoned him after his arrest. You know, as you know, you have watched the video. You know, you watch, you listen, and you decide. You know, you have seen what he had said on a stage show that he had done recently. So, you know, Mad-Cobra'S, you know, a Jamaican dancehall artist, you know, he recently opened up about his friends abandoning him after he was arrested and charged with cocaine dealing and firearm possession in South Carolina. He faces up to 30 years in prison. What's supposed to be, if you can think, you'll be wondering, as a black man, he got bail for, you know, 2K of coke in South Carolina, because South Carolina, you know, is a state, they are a red state, you know. They also red, you know, they are, when it come on to dealing with black people and crime, they, you know, they're rigid, you know, they don't cut you any slack. So some people are saying that, well, if you can pick sense out of nonsense, and based on what Mad-Cobra'S is saying, he's saying that not because what you have seen on the news and what you have heard or read is actually the case. As you have heard, what's his name? He come out have stated before that he was in a vehicle and he was arrested and he spent 3 days in jail. He didn't, you know, tell us how the case, how it was disposed of by the court. And with Mad-Cobra'S, you know, it's a same thing. We don't know if it's gonna be, it work out the same. But we know based on experience and one and two little things that Mad-Cobra'S, yes, he has been indulging in this kind of activity, you know, going 20 years, you know, it's years he have been doing it. But it's unfortunate that the man, you know, is such a talented artist, but as you know, every person wants to be rich, or some people just want to have more than what they can spend or use. But you have to understand that money is only of this world, you know. Remember that God did not create money, you know. It's man that create money and how to live on this earth, because we're, as a people, you know, as human being, and you understand, on this earth, we are coming from a very long way from, you know, whether or not you want to believe it, from ancient days when black people were being enslaved and in Egypt and all of those things. So Mad-Cobra'S, you know, said he was shocked and hurt by how his friends turned their backs on him. And he said that he thought that they were real friends, but he now realized that they were only there for him when he succeeded. And because now that he found himself with his back against the wall and run afoul of the law, he realized that these friends, not only that they were fakes, that they were, you know, that they were never his friends, and it's because of his success. And you have to understand that. That's why we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we keep our circle limited. Our circle is like a dot. It's not everybody we say that are our friends, you know. So, you know, it's not anyone can invite us to a party or anything like that. We choose the kind of people them to affiliate ourselves with. Some people are not real, and some people they are mixed up. So, you know, instead of getting yourself and say, if I did know, we just keep ourselves circumspect. Just we and our family and relatives and a few people who would say, you know, our friends. And sometimes, although we say they are our friends, they are not really our friends, because it doesn't take nothing for people to betray you, you know. And we have experienced that in our career as police officer. Yes, we experienced that. So Mad-Cobra said he thought that they were his real friends, but when he got locked up, they all disappeared. You know, that is what Mad-Cobra said. They didn't even come to visit him in jail. But we must understand, you know, based on what, you know, and he said they just abandoned him. So based on, you know, the charges that he have been arrested and charged with, most people, you know, is going to stay away from you. You understand? If they are not genuine, because people are afraid to talk to you on the phone or visit you because they don't want to be targeted by law enforcement, the FBI and local police. And, you know, for them to, because when you go to a jail, you know, you have to give ID and all of them things. So, you know, all of your information is in the system. And some people, especially in America, many people are afraid of police. Yes, because they know that when you go and visit the police, you know, and you visit someone who was in jail, arrested and charged with drugs, yes, whether or not you want to believe it, that will follow you and it's not going to leave you. It's going to be a part of you. Because, you know, in this town, they don't, nothing is, it's not like Jamaica, like how you have charged of badness. Yeah, he was arrested and charged with murder, convicted with murder in Jamaica, and he was in prison with Bacto, and you know, Chief Justice Brian Legoside let him go on his appeal. It don't work like that, you know, and then he able to get clean slate and come to America and live, and then, you know, he lied on his immigration that he never been arrested when he was in prison. So it doesn't work like that in America. It follow even when you're dead and gone, and your offspring and your bloodline, you're gonna show it for all the years to come. So you have to just live on a life which is of such, you know, free from blemish. Not that we remember that we are infallibly human beings, you know, and we are prone to make mistakes, you understand? So Mad-Cobra said that he's now learning the hard way, that true friends are there for you through thick and thin. He said that he's grateful for the few friends who have stayed by his side and is determined to make new ones who will be there for him no matter what. And it's good that at least he can say that he have true friends, because it's hard to find true friends, you know, because you have some people, you know, as he has said, you see, once you end up in a problem, some people, you don't make sense, they call them phone, you know, because first you don't know him change your number, you know. You understand? Once you get yourself involved with the law, you understand, sometimes you can be just at the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people, and that's how it is. You understand? So, you know, Mad-Cobra stories a cautionary tale about the importance of true friendship. It is also a reminder that fame and success can be fleeting, and that it is essential to surround yourself with people who will love and support you no matter what. Yes, you know, there's a good old saying, you know, be careful of the friends that you keep, and Mad-Cobra found out the hard way. That's the reason why, you know, you do not badmine or envy people for their material things in this world, because you have only one life. And when you get into trouble, people will jump ship like rats jump in a sinking ship. People you thought were your friends are not going to answer your phone calls, and these are people you think were your friends. As for me, if I have someone as a friend and they get into trouble, I am not going to forsake or abandon them at all, because they are my friends, and we are infallibly human beings. We need to know the status of the federal crimes as yet, you know, because we haven't received any secret information from the federal grand jury about Mad-Cobra'S case. So we don't know what's going on with that part of the case, the federal, because, you know, there's another side to it. It's state and then federal. So it is essential to be careful of the friends that you keep. And Mad-Cobra has learned the hard way when he got into trouble. His friends abandoned him, and this is a reminder that fame and success can be fleeting, and that it is essential to surround yourself with good people. Mad-Cobra is learning the hard way, but we are the Jamaica Young Police Channel. We know that friends are rare, and especially in this day and age right now, in the 21st century, you don't have any friend. You have fake friends, people who you think that are your friends and they are not. So you just have to be careful, you understand? It is not who's right, but what is right. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we are not going to pass any judgment or condemn Mad-Cobra based on 1 and 2 because he have been arrested and charged for drug dealing. He's innocent until proven otherwise, and we wish him nothing but the best. That's how life is. None of us are perfect, but sometimes the people that you surround yourself with, they can be a real pain in the, what I'm talking about. We don't know how this case is going to end, but based on Mad-Cobra utterance. Yeah, so based on Mad-Cobra utterance, he seems very confident about being exonerated of all the charges. And if you really understand how the justice system works in America, for a black man to be able with 2K of cocaine and an illegal firearm, although he's a citizen of the United States of America, because he's allowed to travel and work, once he got bail, especially in South Carolina, that it's kind of a good sign for him, or is that he will have to be he will have to spill the bean. So more or less what he's saying, that someone had set him up. So more or less is the person that he was doing business with, or he was at the wrong place at the wrong time in the wrong vehicle. And for him to give consent based on the information from the police report, for him to give consent for the police to search the vehicle, and the cocaine were inside of it, and the gun, if it's his gun and it's legal in Florida, because in the South, the red state, them from you have firearm in although you have concealed permit here in Florida, there are some states that you cannot take the gun and it's legal there, so you have to you have the gun, but you have to keep the gun one part, and you cannot keep the magazine in the gun, especially like some state up north, like New York and those mad places, and DC, no, and all them things there, and you understand, but Virginia, so you have to just know where your concealed permit will allow you to take your firearm legally, like a driver's license, because that is what most people would like, for you to have your firearm, and it's just like a driver's license. I don't know, why all of these restrictions when they come on to, having a concealed permit in America, especially with these liberal states. And liberalism is a mental disorder. All we can say with Mad-Cobra case, we cannot predict the outcome, although, when you're arrested and charged in America for any crime or any offense, even if you receive a traffic ticket there, the outcomes of the case that they will tell us that this is what will happen, and you understand what I'm saying. So only thing we can do is wish Mad-Cobra, he and his family, all the best. If he's an innocent man, the system will work. But based on what we are seeing right now, he's not under any amount of pressure that normally people who are arrested and charged with this gravity of drug dealing. You understand? So as he has stated, they say a friend in need is a friend indeed, and that is my belief. And it take him, for him to be arrested and charged with serious felonies, for him to find out who is his friends and who are not. But in this world, you trust no one. You only trust me, myself, and I. And if a man even venturing into criminality, you have to remember, the first trait of being a criminal, you have to be dishonest. And I keep saying it all the time. When you have a friend, if you are involved in crime, criminality, and you have a friend, because there's no loyalty that exists in criminality, zero. I know people who grew up with people, they were best friends, grew like brothers. One of them will definitely give his life for the other, but he doesn't know that the other friend would not do the same for him, and he did not know that the same friend would be responsible for taking his life, because he trusts that friend in such a way. So When you become a criminal, you know, you have to understand the first thing that is gone through the window is trust. So you cannot be a criminal and you trust other criminals, because you have to be dishonest to be a criminal. 9 out of 10 times when somebody involved in crime is a friend who's going to kill you or set you up. It's just how it works. Criminal career, I don't know how people do it, but them do it anyhow. And most of them feel like they're different to the rules of criminality. You just have to stay within the ambit of the law. Choose who you keep as friend. Be careful of the people them you go around. Be careful of the things that you're doing, especially in the United States of America or anywhere. We as people, as Jamaicans, have been labeled in this country. Some of us, when we say us, we attack Jamaicans as, you know, criminal-minded people, because we were cultured to be this way. So it doesn't matter how a man think that he's smart or him can escape from the long arm of the law in America. You only can run so far. And right now, the world is small. We know that a lot of these men who are here committing crime involving drugs, it doesn't matter of time before they are caught. The best thing to do is just do the right thing. It's not who is right, but what is right. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica, Young Police Channel, out.